gasoline I smell?
Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing amazing as always, and it's me as always. And today I'll be talking about a movie that's probably the most disgusting movie I've seen this year so far. Now, it's the new movie by David Cronenberg. Yes, David Cronenberg. I mean, this guy is a complete legend in terms of like body horror and stuff like that. He's really good. One of my most favorite horror movies is the movie called The Fly from 1986 with Jeff Goldblum in it. It's absolutely amazing case of body horror. Oh my gosh, such an amazing movie. I really do love that, and that's from David Cronenberg. But I mean, this guy is almost 80, okay? But he was still able to do a fresh, cool movie called The Crimes of the Future, which is the movie that I'll be talking about today. Now, Crimes of the Future. This movie is essentially takes place in the future, and it's essentially about two characters. It's about Viggo Mortensen's character. His name is Saul Tenser, and also about Lea Seydoux character, and her name is Caprice in the movie. You also have Kristen Stewart as Timlin and Don McKellar as Whippet, and these characters are from the National Organ Registry. So, what is this movie about? Well, this movie is about that in the future you can perform surgeries by yourself. And not just that, there are these bats, like these weird looking chairs with like bone like structure, and you can lay in them and you can grow new organs, new internal organs. You don't know if these organs are going to be useful. You don't know if these organs are going to be dangerous. You just know that you will just grow new organs. It's that simple, and you don't know what's going on. You know, like you really don't know what these new organs are about. So you have to find out. Now, Viggo Mortensen's character, Saul Tenser, and Lea Seydoux's character, Caprice, they are performers. So, and that's a big part of this movie, is that they are doing these performances where Viggo Mortensen's character, Saul, he's, growing new organs, and then in these performances, Lea Seydoux's character, Caprice, she's essentially performing surgeries on him, and she's taking away his organs. And oh, those scenes are something, okay? Those scenes are absolutely awesome. They are really well done in terms of VFX. They look really, really good. And it's also sexual, by the way, because sort of the motto of this movie is that surgery is the new sex, you know? And so when Caprice is removing his internal organs, Saul almost has like an orgasm from it. It's really interesting, to say at least, and there are multiple cases of this in the movie. For example, there's this scene where Saul gets a surgery where he can unzip his belly and he can quickly reveal his organs. And Caprice is really into that. Like, she really liked that. She was like, oh, this is really cool. And she starts licking his organs and like kissing them. Like, she unzips the belly and she starts kissing his internal organs, and it's almost like if she's performing oral sex with his organs. So with his inner organs. Yes, that's in the movie, and it's really cool. Like, I was like, yeah, this is typical David Cronenberg trying to be as innovative and disgusting at the same time. You know? It's really cool. Like, those scenes are really cool. Also, in this future, you can also tattoo your organs. So people are getting tattoos on their organs. So that's really interesting, you know? But now I want to talk about sort of the main point of this movie. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, you can just click away. But I'm gonna talk about some spoilers now, okay? So, because you can grow new organs and you can perform surgeries on yourself, people are transforming. There are new kinds of people, and everything is just so weird, right? And what's cool about this is that there is this group of people that performed surgeries, that performed surgeries on themselves, and they can now eat plastic. Yes, they can now eat fucking plastic. And so, and then this main guy from these plastic people is saying that, because we produced, as humanity, we produced so much plastic, and that this is perfect because now we can eat the plastic, so we can save the planet, I guess. And in the beginning of the movie, you can see a little kid. That's the opening scene of the movie. You can see a little kid. He's like playing on the beach, and then in the next scene, he starts eating like a plastic bucket, and you're like, what? Because you don't know anything, right? And then his mother, she chokes him with a pillow. And you're like, what's going on? And well, this child was actually the firstborn child that was blessed, I guess, with eating that, he can eat plastic. That's essentially it. And so at the end of the movie, Saul and Caprice are asked to perform an autopsy on this kid. Right, he's dead. His corpse is dead. Well, it's a corpse, right? So they perform an autopsy on his dead body, and they found out that he was born with organs that are able to, digest plastic, and that's like the big revelation of this movie, essentially. And it's really cool. And at the end of the movie, Saul goes through this surgery so he can eat plastic too. So I don't know, we can, I guess, like save the planet or something. It's really an interesting movie, and I really enjoyed it. It's very creative. It's very disgusting sometimes. For example, there's this one performance where this guy has like ears all over him, and it's kind of like weird looking, but it's interesting, definitely. And I really did enjoy this movie. It's also looking very low budgety. Like they had probably David Cronenberg wasn't given a lot of money for this, so he experimented a lot, and they put all the money into that amazing VFX work, and that's amazing. But the locations aren't like, even though this is essentially a sci-fi movie, these locations aren't, sci-fi looking. All of the locations in this movie are looking like some rundown buildings, in some forgotten city in the Midwest, or something like that. It looks really interesting, and I was it was just really interesting. And this movie, I would highly recommend you seeing it, because especially if you like David Cronenberg's work, but even if you just enjoy body horror, this movie is for you. It's weird, creepy, it's interesting, and it's really cool. Anyway, that's all for my review of the movie Crimes of the Future, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care as always. By the way, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel, and also hit the like button. It will help me out a lot, so thank you so much for doing that. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care as always, and bye.